Thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. Have you ever done whiteface? Have you ever heard of Chinese opera, or Peking opera, a significant subdivision of it? Recently, I heard that a character named Yunjing got introduced in Genshin Impact, and she's heavily based on Chinese opera, and her singing voice confused a lot of people. And yeah, that is how female characters sound in Chinese opera, because they were originally played by men. Even after women were allowed to be on stage, the tradition to sing in falsetto stuck. It can be alarming at first if you're not used to the style, but after you get used to it, then it can be pretty nice to listen to. There's a trend of Chinese singers using the style in their pop songs, and it's always really cool when it kicks in. So today I'm gonna show you all how I do a Chinese opera inspired look. And I say inspired because this is not a tutorial on how to do a proper Chinese opera look. I have never received formal training in that, so what do I know? I'm just basing it off of what I've seen since I was young. Okay, first things first, I gotta put on white face. I joke, but when I did this look on TikTok, I legit had people accusing me of doing white face, so woo! No, it's traditional to have the makeup base be super white, so your features stand out on stage, like you paid for the back row. People knew that even hundreds of years ago. Alright, so let me put on my layer of white face. This is, Miron Makeup Clown White Elite. So there, let's put on my clown face. This is my Sephora sponge right here. Unnecessarily expensive, but Also, I can't give you permission to do this look on yourself if you're not Chinese. So maybe if you copy this look and put it on Instagram, would you get canceled? I don't know. I don't know if my fellow Chinese people will get mad at you. But I would say it's a safe bet that you can use it however you want in your art, like illustrated art. But in terms of applying it on yourself, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, maybe some people would be mad. Maybe most people will probably be okay with it, but there's probably going to be certain people mad at you. Just these are things that I can't predict. Like, every Chinese person has a different opinion, so I can't give you permission. When you ask for permission, what you really want is for no one to be mad at you, and I can't guarantee that. So honestly, I would just stay on the safe side and stay in my lane, because, you know, you never know. You never know what could be hurtful. Oh my god. It's like I could see myself gaining privilege as I put on layers. Alright, that is my white base pretty much done, I think. And before we go any further, I gotta tell you about the sponsor of this video, Scentbird. Scentbird is a fragrance subscription service that lets you try a new designer perfume for just $16 a month, which is far less than the hundreds of dollars that big perfume bottles usually cost. Like, I have several big bottles of those just sitting unfinished in my house, which is really unfortunate because I'm pretty sure the chemical components in there are breaking down. So they probably don't smell like they're supposed to anymore. You know how it is. Perfumes can be finicky. Like, one scent can smell different on different people just because of, like, different body chemistry. With the size from Scentbird, you have enough of a supply of a new perfume to try it for 30 days to see if it really jives with you before you make an investment into one of those big bottles. And their catalog includes over 600 designer brands for whatever occasion or vibe that you're looking for. They work with big name brands like Tom Ford. Here's Velvet Orchid by them. Spin it, and the nozzle's there. I can't stop smelling this one. It's a mix of rum and floral scents, so it smells very classy and mesmerizing. It makes me think of a rich guy in a suit in a fancy car. Scentbird also works with indie labels like Confessions of a Rebel. Here's Get a Room by them. Despite the name, it actually smells pretty understated. It's like apples and oranges. Very unique. It's not like the typical very perfumey scent. So this is one where it would really benefit you to try it a few times to see if it's really your thing. Yeah, the more I smell it, the more intrigued I am by this one. I also got Everlasting by Nanette Lepore, which is a very classic rose scent. Probably for like date nights. This will make you smell very rich, like rich lady. And another scent I got is Pure Sugar by Eau de Juice. It reminds me of a strawberry smoothie. It's very sweet, fluffy. You'll never have to worry about making people's head hurt with this. So look, I already have a nice, diverse range of perfumes to cycle through without having to pay like $1,000 for all the big bottles. If you want to try Scentbird for yourself, you can use my code Qiran55 to get 55% off your first month. That means you would only have to pay $7 for your first bottle of this. It will make for a great Valentine's gift. What's extra awesome is that Scentbird is now available in Canada. Finally. Anyway, back to my Peking opera look. I think I'm gonna put another layer of white face on because I'm not really happy with the base. Painting your face white was popular not just for stage performances, but it was popular for noble women as well, just because, like, pale was seen as beautiful. You know, that good old colorism, because, like, it meant that you weren't a peasant who had to stand out in the sun. So, noble women would just, like, make their faces super white with, like, rice powder and stuff. Alright, now that's done, I am going to put on my blush. Here is Deep Throat by NARS. And yes, that is its real name. Okay, NARS. For this look, the blush goes, like, around your eyes. So, I'm just gonna do this. I'm guessing that it probably derived from a style of makeup that was popular. It was, like, fashionable to make yourself look like you were drunk. That you intentionally did your makeup so it looked like you had the Asian flush. Like, apparently that was cute. And also some background to the type of character that I'm basing this look on. It's called a Dan character, which just means, like, female character. It was traditionally played by men because, you know, women weren't allowed on stage, so good old misogyny. But yeah, so it was basically a dudes doing drag. Like, this is drag. This was drag. But of course, like, to them, it wasn't weird, it was art. Which is super fascinating because, like, I assume that many queer people must have used Chinese opera as an outlet to express themselves. And then they got to be seen as great artists instead of, like, social outcasts. And yeah, I find it fascinating because, you know, like, currently in China, they're really cracking down on queer content. But they still consider stuff like men playing women and picking opera like a very high form of art. So it goes to show that, you know, gender roles, like, it can really be flexible. What's degenerate in one occasion, like, you put it somewhere else, you make it for rich people, I guess, and suddenly it's art. And it wasn't just, like, super feminine men who played these roles. You had big burly men play female characters in Chinese opera too, and they were praised if they could, like, make a really big change from their normal personality and just wow you with their female illusion. So yeah, this was totally drag. And I am actually dying to see a drag queen do this look on RuPaul's Drag Race. Honestly, I've dreamt many times of being on RuPaul's Drag Race myself, just turning the corner on the main stage in like a Peking opera look with, like, the flags behind me and everything. Just, wouldn't that be nice? But I don't think that RuPaul would allow me on. And also, I can't walk in heels, like, at all. Oh god, did I accident? Oh no. So this is to make it seem like I have the Asian flush. And did you know that the Asian flush is caused because certain people of East Asian descent don't make an enzyme that can break down, like, something in alcohol. So therefore, like, our faces get, like, really flushed when we get drunk. Does it look like I got slapped in the eyes? I don't know, it probably will look better. Hopefully this looks better when I finish the whole look, but... Okay, next step is drawing my eyebrows back out with Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and yes, I am a basic who uses this. And for this look, you really want to, like, do a soft, really soft brow. I usually don't put a lot of effort into my brows when I do makeup because my brows are, like, really naturally thick. It's the partial Middle Eastern genes. Like, if I don't pluck my brows, they just go wild. So when I do my brows, all I do is just, like, put some pomade on it to make it more defined. I don't, like, use a pencil to, like, draw in new brow hairs or anything. Like, why would I? Oh god, oh no, they're uneven, aren't they? Oh god. Oh, I'm not happy with the way I did my ends, but oh well. Well, whatever, the headdress is gonna cover it up. I think that's fine. And now let's move on to eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna use... No! For eyeshadow, I'm gonna use Urban Decay Naked Cherry. Urban Decay is my go-to eyeshadow brand. Like, I'm not sponsored by them. I just like the way their neutrals look. And I don't think that, like, really vivid colored eyeshadow looks good on me. So I really like how neutral their tones are. And I'm gonna use a base shade of Feels. I wonder who names these eyeshadow... I wonder who names these eyeshadow shades. Like, are you just in the product development room and then you, like, pull the shade up on a PowerPoint slideshow and then you're like, how about we name this shade Feels with a Z? And then everyone's like, yeah, Samantha, woo! That's a great idea. Like, who names these shades? Like, is there not a single person in the room who would go, feels? Does that really capture the essence of this dusty pink shade? I don't know, it feels really random. And then there's another sparkly pink one on this that's called Bang Bang, and I don't know. Oh, also there's what really confuses me is this like beigey color that's called Caution, and I just don't know why they're cautioning me if it's just beige. Like, you're literally just beige. Why are you Caution? And then my next shade, I'm gonna use this one, Bing. I don't know why it's called Bing. That tells me nothing about the color. I just look at it. Do you see this color and you think, Bing. Like, who names these? Whether or not I do a nose contour for this look depends exclusively on whether I accidentally get eyeshadow on my nose or not. So did I... See, I think I got a little bit of eyeshadow on my nose, so we gotta do a nose contour now. Fuck. Does that even look good, or does it just look like someone punched me in the face? I don't know. This is why I do, like, really thick eyeliner, so I can cover up the mistakes that I made with my eyeshadow. And no matter how badly I mess up my eyeshadow, I know that in the end, most of it will be covered up by my dramatic eyeliner, so it's all good. Like, when you got Asian eyes, there's no way to do eyeshadow properly. I don't know. Is that sufficiently blended? No. But... oh, god damn it. Alright, next is Devilish. Okay, see, I can see this. I can see why they named it Devilish. And, okay, now here I am about to prep myself for my eyeliner. I'm gonna use the darkest shade, Privacy. And this is the secret to how I do my eyeliner. I basically extend the bottom line of my eye. And for this, you gotta make a really dramatic cat eye, because that's what they did. Also, the reason that Chinese opera singers painted their faces so dramatically is that the audience is supposed to know what kind of character you are at first glance. So, like, if you use specific patterns and colors on your face, then, yeah, it indicates what type of character you are. Though the rules are different for female characters versus male characters, because in male characters, white on your face is like symbolizes cowardice, but for female characters, it's just because you're a female character and you have to be pale. Like, the white doesn't mean anything. Okay, now I'm gonna put on some highlight color, even though I'm pretty sure this might actually be like more colored than my white base, but whatever. Did that do anything? I don't know. So many times when I'm doing makeup, it's just like I put it on and I don't know if it actually did anything. This is why, makeup is very confusing to me. I applaud those of you who know what you're doing, but I don't. And I'm gonna blend it a little bit before I do my eyeliner. And I'm blending with a brush from MAC. If anybody has like good recommendations for eyeshadow blending brushes, just comment in the comment section, like, what are your holy grail blending brushes? Because, I'm just not very good at this. I think that's good enough. That's good enough. So, oh god, now it's time to do eyeliner. I have my handy Heroine Makeup Super Waterproof Eyeliner. This is an absolute holy grail for me. Oh, I already fucked it up. What? The secret to doing eyeliner is, if you mess up, just go bigger. And the good thing about this look is that there's no such thing as going too big with this look. So yes, look at that. I'm following the vague line that I drew with the eyeshadow little brush. Oh no. Oh, I'm trying not to blink and mess it up. That's good enough, is it? Is that good enough? Okay, that's good enough for now. If I mess up the other side, I'm gonna have to, like, double down on this side. I'm a little afraid to look down and check. I think that's good enough. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna start drawing my lips. And yes, I overdraw my lips on the bottom because I have a weird lip shape, okay? Because I am lazy, this is as far as I go with lip liner. After that, I'll just move on to the lipstick, which is... This is my signature one. It's Armani Lip Maestro 201. Armani Lip Maestro 201. This is the one I always use. Okay, I definitely messed up that lipstick at some point, but I'm gonna see if I can salvage it with this lip brush. Man, I really wish my lips didn't have such a weird shape. My brows could use a little bit more pomade. Oh right, I forgot. I'm supposed to do nose contour because I accidentally got eyeshadow on my nose. So I take a little flat brush and I'm gonna use good old feels. When I normally do my makeup for video, I do the whole like cheek contour, jaw contour thing. But because that's a very like distinctly Western style of makeup, I'm only gonna do my nose contour today. My face is so weird, it's like suited for Western makeup. It's like the really girlish, like typical Asian makeup. It does not look good on me. And also, in Asia, I am not considered attractive. I am considered too intimidating, which is fine by me. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, good enough. Let's now move on to the hardest part, which is the hair. I'm sure in the good old days of Imperial China, they had ways of doing the fancy hairstyles like by hand, but nowadays, I'm pretty sure most people just cheat by using like these fake like hair things. Oh, why can't my hair have this volume just all the time? Oh my god, it look like The Grudge. So yeah, I'm just gonna change my high pony to a low pony. So I'm pretty sure like this like little hairpiece thing here is meant to make my face look smaller. And I have heard that like if you train in Peking opera since young, they would like bandage your chin or something, or bandage your head, and it would like squeeze your face smaller so that you will look better as like a huadan. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to use some sort of spirit gum for this, but I don't currently have it in my house. I might have to fix that later, but for now, that'll do. Then I have to put 5 of these on my head. Here's the biggest jewel that I'm gonna put in the middle. Very random fact about Chinese opera, but it was mainly started as a thing during the Yuan dynasty, which was established by the Mongols because the Mongols were like super strict about the native Chinese people not criticizing them. So Chinese people didn't write as much poems anymore, but they did like make a lot of plays because like plays were the only place where they could really like express their frustrations with the Mongol government, because you know the Mongol government like split Chinese society into 4 castes, and like native Chinese people were on the bottom 2 castes. Then in the Ming and Qing dynasties, opera became more of an art form. I have no idea if I'm doing this correctly. Why is there an extra one here? What the fuck? What? I think I missed it. What's happened? Oh, right, I have this. Oh my god, what is happening? Did I do this right? Why doesn't it look even? Oh, okay, I think this one is like too... Oh no, it's gone my hair. Oh my god. See, this is why this part is always my least favorite part. Just It's a hot mess. This is good enough. I can pass for certain characters in Peking opera now. Like, not all female characters wear the giant fancy crown. The fancy crown is reserved for like royalty or like brides. Yeah, I can pass for like most female characters in Peking opera now. Ooh. Alright, I have changed into my very fancy combination Ming and Qing dynasty robe, which is absolutely not historically accurate, but very pretty. So yeah, this robe, this cloud collar is separate. And the final step is to put on this really fancy headdress. And yeah, like I've said before, this headdress is for characters who are royalty or brides. And I think most typically it's used for Imperial Noble Consort Yang. It is actually surprisingly comfortable. There are two like strings in the back that helps me tie it upright. And it's not that heavy. I don't know how heavy it looks, but it's not that. And God, I love the aesthetic of this headdress so much. Just whoever was the first to come up with this design, I applaud them, because look at it. It is so great. And you know, I'm gonna just fix my center thing because it's bothering me. So yeah, it balances on my head pretty well. And then you may also see variations of this headdress with a bunch of pom-poms in them. Yeah, those are common too. And this headdress, if you're wondering where to get it, I just got it from AliExpress. I know that AliExpress is a website that can like seem shady at times because of like the prices are so low, but just I actually have not had like any bad experiences ordering from AliExpress. I mean, it's fine. Voila, that is it. The look is complete. If you'd like to see more videos like this from me, please consider tipping me on Ko-fi or supporting me on Patreon. Shoutouts to my Patreon guardian lions: Benji Sudolcan, Cooper Malamute, Curious Madcat, Darion, Do It Out of Spite, Eduardo Aguirre, Jakob Persson, Jose Velazquez, Kakuga, Kytes Universe, Lacey Gray, Ling Yu, McAllister, Helf, and TraTM. And thanks again to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. See you next time!